At 7:12 a.m., he bends down to tie his shoes. Nothing dramatic. No fall, no warning, just a small wave of dizziness. He pauses, waits. It passes. He doesn't tell anyone, because at 72, you learn to ignore little things. And that's exactly the problem. After 70, your body stops negotiating. It starts calculating. Every habit you repeat becomes a vote, for strength or for decline. And some habits that felt harmless at 50 quietly become dangerous at 70. Not dramatic, not obvious, just mathematically dangerous. Let's talk about 5 of them, because independence after 70 isn't lost in a single event. It's eroded by patterns. The first habit is sitting too long. It sounds innocent. You've earned your rest. You worked for decades. But here's what actually happens. After 70, muscle mass declines about 1% to 2% per year. Faster if you're inactive. Strength declines even faster. And muscle isn't just about lifting groceries. It's your shock absorber, your balance system, your blood sugar regulator. When you sit for hours, watching TV, scrolling, reading, blood flow slows. Insulin sensitivity drops. Muscles switch off. Within 2 weeks of reduced movement, measurable strength loss begins. 2 weeks. The irony, the less you move, the more tired you feel. Because inactivity makes fatigue, not aging. Second habit, skipping strength work because walking is enough. Walking is good, it protects your heart. But walking does not challenge your muscles enough to stop loss. After 70, the body needs resistance. Not extreme, just consistent. Light weights, resistance bands, even standing up from a chair repeatedly. Without resistance, your fast-twitch muscle fibers, the ones that catch you when you trip, disappear first. Those are the fibers that prevent falls. And falls after 70 are not minor events. About 1 in 4 adults over 65 falls each year. After 70, recovery is slower. Muscle rebuild is slower. Confidence drops faster than bone density. The hidden mechanism? Strength is insurance. Walking maintains, resistance protects. Third habit, ignoring protein. For decades, you were told to eat less. But after 70, undereating becomes a risk factor. Your body becomes less efficient at using protein. It requires more stimulus to trigger muscle repair. Experts often suggest older adults need around 1.0 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily, sometimes more if active. But appetite decreases with age. So what happens? Toast for breakfast, soup for lunch, a small dinner. Not because you're unhealthy, because you're not hungry. And slowly, muscle disappears. It's quiet, no alarm, no pain, just weaker grip strength, slower steps, more effort climbing stairs. The absurd part? Many people fear eating too much while their bodies are starving for repair material. Poor sleep that you've decided is normal now. Waking up at 3 a.m., scrolling, watching late-night news, napping randomly during the day. Sleep changes with age, that's true. But chronic sleep disruption increases inflammation, affects blood pressure regulation, and worsens balance and reaction time. After 70, your margin for error shrinks. Reaction time slows naturally. Sleep deprivation slows it more. And here's the quiet math. If your reaction time is even half a second slower when you trip, that's the difference between catching yourself and falling. Half a second. We talk about bone density. We rarely talk about reaction speed. Fifth habit, managing medications casually. By 70, many people take multiple prescriptions. Each one may be necessary, but combinations matter. Some increase dizziness, some affect hydration, some interfere with balance or cognition. And when a new symptom appears, lightheadedness, confusion, weakness, it's often blamed on getting older. Sometimes it's not aging, it's interaction. The uncomfortable reality? The body after 70 is less forgiving of small chemical shifts. What didn't matter at 55 can matter a lot at 75. Now zoom out. None of these habits are dramatic. Sitting, walking only, eating lightly, sleeping poorly, taking meds as usual. They sound normal. That's why they're dangerous. Independence after 70 isn't about heroic fitness routines or miracle supplements. It's about preserving systems: muscle, balance, metabolism, sleep, clarity. Each one slightly more fragile than before. And here's the deeper mechanism. After 70, decline accelerates when systems overlap. Less muscle leads to less movement worsens sleep. Poor sleep increases inflammation. Inflammation affects cognition and balance. One weak link multiplies the others. This isn't fear, it's physics. The body follows use it or lose it rules more strictly with age. But here's the part most people misunderstand. 70 is not a cliff, it's a narrowing path. You can still build strength, improve balance, increase protein intake, optimize sleep, review medications. The body still adapts, just slower. And adaptation requires intention. So the real question isn't whether aging causes decline. It will. The question is this: which habits are quietly accelerating it? And which ones are you willing to stop before your body makes the decision for you?